Hello folks, this is Audiotron 1003 and this is a different kind of haul to what I would normally do. It would either be Lego or it would be alarm boxes, but this one is different. These are crystals and I've ordered two of them from eBay from a very nice lady called Maria who kindly accepted my offer because I collect these in particular. So what I'm going to do is, because these are bubble wrap, mainly to stop them getting damaged, but the thing with these particular crystals is they're so hard that I don't think there's anything that the post office can do that would actually destroy them, because the only thing harder than these is diamonds. So I'll just put that out. And what they are, when I get them both out, is they're very large rubies. So you can do this. Right, there we go. So these are rubies, very large ones, and so to give you an idea of how big they are, let's have a look. So from here to here it's roughly 55 centimeters. Let's have a look. It doesn't really matter. Yeah, about 51 centimeters, or just over 2 inches. And this other one, that's pretty much similar, just slightly is just slightly taller. So that's the thickness of these things. So they're roughly 2 centimeters, and they're reasonably weighty. And basically I collect rubies. Now these aren't exactly the largest I've been collecting over the years. I've been collecting these since I was a child, so I have quite a few of them over the years, but I don't buy them too often. So there's the timekeepers. Why they're called that I don't know, but you often find these triangular sort of markings on ruby crystals and also sapphires, because that's basically the same thing. These are aluminium oxide. When they're red, or a reddish sort of colour, they're classed as rubies, but if it's any other colour, like say blue or yellow or grey for example, then they're classed as sapphire. But it's the same thing. The colours are just different kinds of impurities. So that's that one, and this is the other one. There's your timekeepers, little triangle. Actually they're equilateral triangles when they're allowed to form properly. And that's the other side. Now these are not the biggest. I've also bought another one from the same lady, which I didn't bother doing as a haul, so there's another one. And these on average were about let's say about £30 each. But nonetheless, a few years ago I was in a place called Falmouth in southwest England, Cornwall to be more accurate, and I found this thing. Now this is about 2,000 carats. It weighs about half a kilogram, give or take, and this was about £125 at the time when I bought this. So it was quite a weighty thing, and I nearly didn't buy it because I thought it was expensive. So that's the largest one I've got. So I have to be careful not to end up buying too many of these big ones. Now on the other hand, if I move over here, we have the more normal sort of collection. So there's a tiny one. Okay, some of the grey ones, well the grey ones and the bluish grey ones, those are in fact sapphires. So these are sapphires, and they should also have timekeepers on them. So here's a nice one. This is a sapphire. It's all a question of if the light's going to let me do this. But they are basically the same thing. So if these are pinkish raspberry red or whatever, they're rubies, like that. If they're bluish grey, like this one for example, then they're sapphires. But these are not the smallest. The smallest ones I've kept in that little bag there. So if I can just sort of get this open, I'll just have to put my tablet on pause for a second. Okay, so these are the smallest ones, and the smallest one of all is this tiny little thing here. It's so small, in fact. Let's have a look. It's probably only about, if I can get this right, it's probably about 8 millimeters, 7 or 8 millimeters across. So it's really, really small. So I'll try and stick that there, so to give you an idea. There you go. So it's really, really tiny. But my first one, and it's still my favourite, is this one here. It costs 25 pence, round about 1980. 25 pence. So back then it was roughly $2 to the pound, so anyone in America is thinking, so this would be about 50 cents. But it's still, even though I've got those big monsters at the background there, it's still one of the best I have. But anyway, I just wanted to share this with anyone out there that likes crystals or wants to see uncut natural rubies and sapphires. Here's a sapphire, so similar sort of size to the others. Okay, so these are all the tiny ones. I keep these in a bag. So this is the ruby and sapphire collection, but mainly it was a small haul just to show off the giant ones, and also to let the lady Maria know that her crystals have arrived safely. So anyway, thank you for watching. Bye.